Hey guys.
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb. Together we make up
HetteshWorld. Today's part 3. We wrecked our home.
When is it gonna get fixed? This video is going to pick up where the last video left off after the assessment. So what happened after the assessment, Bob?
Well, that was on a Friday a week ago. And then Monday, we thought the estimates were going off to Forest River for the cost and if the parts were available. We thought that was all being handled, and we weren't involved in that with our dealer in Rockport here. And then on Friday, we decided we'd run by the dealer and find out where it's at. And we found out that the estimate had not even been set off yet, or it was sent off, but it did not make it to the right place at Forest River, which goes to Riverstone. At that point, we had to get involved in the situation, and that's where Barb does her best work, because at that point we decided that we have to get involved in getting this repaired and getting the parts sent.
When you have an issue like this is your home and you live in it full time, right? So you have to manage the situation, and you don't have to be nasty or mean or any of that kind of stuff, but you need to know what is going on with everyone involved. You need to be the center focal point, because if you want to make things happen and you want it done, it's all got to flow through you. We started talking to the gentleman at Ron Hoover, and we're like, what do we got to do? How can we help you? And he's like, well, I sent it off. I haven't heard. We're like, who'd you send it to? That's not right. So we gave him the right person to send it to. Then immediately on the way home, I contacted our person at Riverstone and said, hey, this is coming in. You know, we're going to need your help. Can you look at it? And this guy is great. You know, he looked at it right away. And his issue was,
these panels, there's not really like part numbers for them as far as we know. But contacted Riverstone, it went to him as pictures.
like a big picture. Like,
So-
here's this.
So he had to decipher what was on the pictures and what needed to be ordered. So that was the first big hang up, because we had to get the parties involved to where, what's this picture of?
We were pushing back and forth like, okay, Ron Hoover, this is what they say, this is what they need. So then he'd send it and I'd be like, okay, Riverstone, do you have this? Yes, I have it. Then it became involved with what can Riverstone handle and what can't Riverstone handle. And then there was the issue on our suspension, which is the Moride suspension. So we have a contact at Moride, Lindsay, who is amazing, and we contacted her, and she is on the ball, on the ball. So she immediately got involved and contacted Ron Hoover and sent us information about things she needed, and we sent pictures to her, and she was fabulous. And then we had to get Lion's Head involved, because Riverstone says Ron Hoover has to contact them directly.
That's for the wheel itself. That's not for the tire. That's for the wheel, the matching alloy wheel for the camper.
And then Lippert is the other one that Ron Hoover had to contact directly. So we have all these parties, with us being the circle in the middle. So with us being the contact in the middle, what did I do? I pretty much said, look, this is how it's going to work. When you send things off, you're going to email me. I'm copied in on everything. So no matter what happens, it goes back and forth. And every now and then I'm skipped, and I immediately know I'm missing something, and I contact that vendor and say, hey, did you respond? And they're like, oh, we did. I said, well, I need a copy. Because you have to have a history of everything if you're going to try to control it and manage it in a friendly and nice way.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to have to do that, but that's just the world we live in today. And we had to stay in charge of the situation. Otherwise, things may not be followed through. Not that anybody's doing anything wrong, but we're living in this thing full time, and we got schedules, and just like everybody else.
Originally, we paid to stay in this campground for 4 weeks, and then we were planning to move on. So we're starting our 3rd week. We have not adjusted our plans yet, but I believe we will have to adjust them.
Yeah.
So now that we've started this whole email chain and putting everything together, what is going on now? So the next step is what's coming from where. So Bob, the big one is Riverstone. What are we getting from Riverstone?
Okay, Riverstone being the coach builder, we're getting 2 J panels for the coach that have to be painted once they're installed. We're getting a strip between the fiberglass, and that's the only thing we're getting from Riverstone at that point.
And everything we have found confirmed as of today, everything is in stock and should be shipped off by tomorrow. So that is awesome.
Yeah, the one thing about it is that the RV dealer down here, they're dealing with Riverstone, which is fine. Riverstone can order all that stuff, but they have to go through channels to go to Lionhead. They have to go through channels to go to Moorride. They have to go through channels to go to Lippert. So Riverstone's suggestion from our parts guy was, once you have your dealer go to Lippert, have them go to Moorride, and have them go to Lion's Head, because it's going to speed the process up so much quicker. So we want to make sure everybody knows, when you have multiple industries involved in making of these campers, and when you have to get repairs, there's going to be multiple industries involved in getting them repaired. So
you want to skip the middleman whenever you can, go directly to them and get them quicker.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's nothing about the savings on the cost, because it's an insurance claim. It's going to cost whatever it costs. What you're trying to do is alleviate the issues of this purchasing department going to this purchasing department and getting the parts coming to us. We just want the parts so we can get the camper assembled. So that's where it's at right now.
So Lippert, Ron Hoover has contacted them directly. What is the part we need from Lippert?
That's our bracket for our jack system. That's the bracket that has to be welded onto the frame.
And then Lippert has contacted Lion's Head, and this is the only one that he's still waiting, as of today, on Friday, the 2nd of February, for a response from for the
wheel.
The wheel.
And that's, once again, Riverstone can get the wheel through Lion's Head, but it could take weeks. It could take 4 to 6 weeks. But if Ron Hoover, being a dealer, they can contact them directly and get one sent directly to them, and that's what we're working on right now.
So next, I just want to talk a little bit about Moorride, because Moorride is a top-notch company. I mean, we love Moorride. This is not sponsored or anything weird like that. Moorride has just been there for us, you know, through the whole time we've had our RV. We've developed a working relationship with them as far as taking care of our camper and a schedule. And Lindsay there is incredible.
Yep. Talk a little bit about the suspension. That was our big worry. How was there suspension damage? Once I put the spare tire on, I put a level across all 3 axles, and on the side that's not damaged, the front back of each tire, the level hit exactly, so we know it's true straight going down the road. On this side, the front, it was towed in on the front tire, so we knew there was a push out on the front.
Yep.
So we thought something was bent, maybe what they call a I-beam. So once we knew that there was some kind of movement in the suspension, we were concerned about that. And the dealer had told me that it was just going to have to loosen some up and move it back into place. And I explained to him that, you know, I was concerned as the owner that this is a independent suspension from Moorride. I don't know if it's not like a straight axle where an axle can get bent and it has to be thrown away. And that's the nice thing about the IS suspension, that there is movement. You got adjustments can be made. We sent pictures off to Lindsay, and I guess she had someone up there look at it, and they made the determination that it looks like it can just be an unbolt, move, shift things back, and it will be okay. And then at that point, the camper will be well enough for us to get up to Indiana for our normal April visit to get suspension checked out. And we will not, the insurance company will allow us to get that alignment checked at that point, because it has to be checked. It can't just be eyeballed. It has to be straight going down the road, especially with a triaxle. It can't be close. It has to be right on the money.
So that will be all covered by insurance. So now I'm going to flip to insurance real quick, because of course our claim has been approved, and they sent us an initial check on January 19th. Today's February 2nd. We don't have it.
Yep.
I have a call into Progressive, our contact person, because she calls you back in 24 hours, it says, and it's been 2 days, so I haven't heard anything. So we will check the mail later today. So we hope that it's there. And if it's not, then I'm going to have to start managing Progressive like I've managed everything else.
We already had a pre-estimate done on the camper from Progressive, and that's what we were working off of. And the dealer was wanting to get an estimate. He wanted to get all these prices from all the vendors so he could send it to Progressive. And I finally had to tell him,
like,
look, we don't care. We have the money. We want it fixed.
Yeah.
We'll handle the insurance company ourselves. We just want to get the ball rolling.
This is the initial payment. We can submit all the bills when we're done, and they'll pay us for anything else we had to have done, including the Moorride suspension check. and that we could take it to any vendor, any person we wanted to. There was no requirements. It's not like, you know, the old days when you'd have a car accident or something and you had to go to specific places. It was just do whatever you have to do to get it fixed as soon as you can.
Yep. The other thing is we did contact Goodyear. We did get that tire, and we talked about it on one of the videos that we had a sale price on it. So we did pick up the tire. So that part of that is done. So the tire is in the back of the truck just waiting for a rim to show up.
It's so pretty.
So we can get it put on there. They can match them back up again.
We have one more topic before we close the video today, and that is about this campground and where we had the accident.
Yeah, on a positive note, wanted to get our mail. We did notice that white pole that you see in the original video, PVC pole, is now painted bright orange.
Yeah.
And the yellow pole that buffed down the side of our camper
is
gone. It's been cut off.
It's got a big little American flag on top of the pole just to even make it visible because it was slower than our mirror. So.
Yeah, so it's at least been a positive about the campground. And I want to say in closing, the takeaway from this video is you have to manage the problem at hand, and that's where Barb did the greatest thing is
you got to be a Barb.
You got to be a Barb. So you got to get involved in getting everybody on the same page.
You have to stay on top of it because otherwise you could be living in this campground, which I said was nice, but it could be forever. And I don't want to live here forever. I wanted to go to Galveston, and I don't know if I'm going to get to go to Galveston. But that is okay. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be one of those things they say on the videos all the time.
We always say kill them with kindness because kindness goes a long way in this world.
I mean, I'm very grateful for what everyone has done, but sometimes things just get stuck in places, and I just need to be the loop that pushes them on through. That's all.
Yep.
This concludes video 3, and we're hoping our 4th video is maybe the last one.
Maybe actually parts are being shipped and a schedule is being set to get this camper in and get its final repair.
So the next video will either be, but we shall see. So please like this video. We want to thank you all for your support, your kind words. You guys are awesome.
Yep.
We love you guys.
Yep.
Thank you and welcome to all of our new subscribers. We do a lot of fun things besides wrecking the RV.
Yep.
We also do fun rides on our Can-Am Spider to see amazing things, and we drive this big 44-foot RV everywhere.
So yeah, 2.5 years of not crashing, so we got lots of content, which gives people lots of ideas on how to full-time, how to repair things on the road. So
and what to see.
We invite you to look through all of our videos.
Our video catalog.
And not just Bob crashing the RV video.
So like, subscribe, comment, smash up that notification bell. And remember, we're HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our incredible world.
Bye.